What's up here, guys? Turtleprime here with another figure review. And today I will be reviewing Transformers Prime First Edition Bumblebee. And now, this is my second video, and the first one I reviewed was on the it's kind of the second edition of the Bumblebee, but the line is called Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise. Forgot to mention that because I forgot that it was fully called that. But see, here's him. Now, I do agree in some areas that he does look more like the show, and one, I just kind of hate the transformation of the chest. That's my only gripe about it, because it looks fine on camera, but if you are actually looking at this thing in real life, he just looks absolutely weird. Sorta, because his doors are not his doors, they just don't go in really well, and the way it's all angled. I think it looks better on camera because the camera is down lower and looking at him at a different angle. That might be true, but I just don't really like the transformation. I wish it was a little bit better. I do like how his arms don't have any transformation, and they did get that shape of his arms really well. I love the molded detail it does have great molded detail, although let's get a close look on the head sculpt here. If you can see, it is a very dark gray, and I don't like that because in the show he is silver, very silver, and if you look on this one's face, he is silver, and that one's just a dark gray. A very dark gray. Although he has good light piping. Let me get my handy flashlight. Here we go. If I can get this shining. See, he has great light piping here. But, those are only few gripes I have about this. Now, the articulation is quite well, and I forgot to do the articulation from the other Bumblebees, so I will be adding that in this video. Now, he does kick fully up, goes full, really far back, and then he has one, it goes to 90 degrees. It would go farther if the back window was not in the way, but and for his feet, they do that, and do that. That's kind of for transformation, but it's nice, but it does not have any ankle pivot. Still, you can get some awesome poses with this guy. His arm is this, and that you can get it all like a 90 degrees here, but it's pretty hard to do it just how he is. So he can't really do it, but I've gotten him to do it before, but it's really hard to, because you just gotta move his shoulders around and everything to get him make it work right. And as you can probably see, he's getting all crooked because they just don't, these parts right here, they just don't like the hook. they have one little hook that they hook on, and I wish they had more so it's more stable and it does not move around as much as you're trying to move his arms. Because see, when you try to move his arms a certain way, like that, they'll move, and you gotta put them back in the place you had it. It's not a big deal, but it kind of bothers me. But he is an awesome figure. Not my favorite, but he is a cool figure. Now, for the articulation on this, it's actually basically exactly the same. Like, see, he can do that. Same. Can move fully back. And has like 90 degrees right there. 90 degrees, and then he can do the full around thanks to how he was molded. And I do like the angle of the doors on him better because they just look better. Now, let's get down to transformation.
I am Optimus Prime. The Decepticons must be stopped.
Optimus, would you do the honors?
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Thank you. I love that saying. One of my favorite sayings that Optimus says. Now let's get down to transformation. So, you just take that out, fold that down to just get it out of the way, and then you actually unhook these. If you can see, they are hooked on a little hook up here, and you just detach it, and in the process the whole thing gets detached, and this little piece right here attaches to a little knob right there. I'll just move all this out of the way. Sorry, my dogs, they are very loud. But you just turn that around, and just push that in. Get this, and you hook this all up together. And it's just kind of straighten his doors out here. For the legs, a very simple transformation. You just push that down. You kind of have to fold the feet in first. Push that down, and which I kind of like. The window kind of pushes forward when you do that, which is pretty cool. So it's like doing a tiny little bit of transformation on its own. And then lift the window up here. And this is kind of like the movie Bumblebee, I think, because on his doors, the roofs were on top. And I did not really like his transformation, but this one's transformation is much better than that. And then you just unhook this, see if there's a tiny little peg that plugs into this little hole here. Now, just fold that down, come in here, and there is a tiny little hole, and you will peg the little peg into it, and you gotta fold in the hands too. Do the same thing over here, and just get it in there, and there you go. And then you just fold this in. I hate this part because it's just so difficult, and everything decides to come apart on you. So be prepared. If you want to get this figure, you will probably have this problem with all the things just coming apart on you. And I hate this. So let's try something else here. Hate this. Just get back together. Oh, how about I do this side first, And I don't know what the heck is going on here. There we go. That's probably better here. Try to rehook. This. Damn. This thing does not want to hook back together. There we go. Then I'm gonna try. Jeez. Everything's getting undone here. Try to hook this on to all this. Now, here he is in his vehicle form. Now, I gotta say, pretty nice vehicle form. It's got a lot more. It's got a little more paint than the other one. Like he actually has. They actually painted it red here in the back. His backlight, tail lights, and then they painted orange here, the black, and they did paint an Autobot symbol, which the other one does not have an Autobot symbol anywhere, which is kind of accurate to the show because I looked very closely on the Transformers Prime Bumblebee and I could not find a Autobot symbol on him anywhere, which is kind of weird. It's hard to spot them because like RC's it's blue just like her, so it's kind of hard to spot. So I might not be spotting it because it might be yellow or black. But I do like the Autobot symbol here. And there goes the camera. Man, stupid camera. But let me focus on that. See? Very nice. Overall, this is... And they did paint the rims here. Unlike the other one, it's all black. So, this time I'm not going to transform him back into robot mode. But, in my next video, I will be reviewing an Optimus Prime. I am not going to tell you which one. That's a surprise. And as always, I will see you in the next video.